Vikrant Massey, Yami Gautam,
Hi,
wonderful to
sir.
see you guys.
Same here.
Likewise,
Hi, Rishikesh.
likewise.
How are
So good to
you?
see you.
Always wonderful to see you. I spoke to Vikrant a couple of weeks ago, so I asked him this question.
Yes.
I need to ask you this. Is your family, you all safe and healthy, Yami? Yeah, in the midst of a pandemic?
Thank you for asking. Yes, everybody's fine. Everybody's safe. I'm here in Chandigarh with them. And I think that's the best place where you want to be just with your family.
Lovely. Vikrant, everybody is seeing you dancing in LOL and in Sawan Mein Lag Gayi Aag and going, how did this serious actor become a dancer? But they need to know your background properly. Apparently, you do have a dancing background from your early
Yes,
days.
sir.
Come on, do that khulasa. Talk to me about it.
Yes, sir. Yes. It's been out in the public domain, and it's always been out, and it's kind of surprising कि लोगों को पता नहीं है. So for those who actually don't know, prior to acting, I was an assistant trainer with SDIPA, which is the Shamak Davar's Institute for Performing Arts. And prior to that, I've been dancing, like you can say, professionally on stage since I was 7 years old. So dancing is actually not something which is new to me. So, but I'm happy that finally, they came across a script wherein I could showcase my dancing abilities, and also at the same time it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks as though you've been having fun. It's just you've just gone for it. Also,
Yes,
Yami,
yes.
This film was really tough for you for health reasons. Talk about surmounting those odds, what it took out of you. I mean, I look at LOL, the song. I can't make out. You're such a pro. You've done such a great job. But take us through the behind the scenes difficulties for you.
So, we were supposed to start, I think, shooting for this film from August, Vikrant, है ना?
Hmm.
August. And
Hmm.
about August, and I got down with dengue. And things just went upside down, and I was feeling so bad. Everybody was almost ready and gearing up for the shoot, and here I was completely like I had no idea what's happening around, and I'd got it for the first time. And then my mother came over. They took me back home. They wanted to hospitalize me. I said no, 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 no. I just want to go home. So let me gain that much strength that I can at least go back home. So suddenly, whatever planning had just gone in the drain, and so I came to Chandigarh. I took a lot of rest, but I knew that I will have to start shooting because it's not. It's the entire crew is waiting. There's somebody money riding on it, and it's not right to hold everybody because I. But my body needed more rest. I knew I wasn't still fit, and I'm not just talking about the physical aspect, but you're not healthy, you're not feeling good. But I thought, okay, you know what, it's fine, at least I can walk, at least I can hear, at least I can talk. Let's see how it goes. And I was assured, all the assistance and help, and I got it. But when I came on the set, I got actually more than I'd imagined. From Vikrant to my entire team, our director, everybody took so much care. Like there was so much work to do, but also this, as much as it's been such a tough film for me health wise. Like I remember I had to climb some steps just to reach my set on day one. Just after two steps, I was just breathless, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to get through this entire film. And we had traveling, we had songs, we had to shift locations, we had night shoots. I had to shoot for Bala some promotion song, promote that film. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but it is only my team. And I'm sure you used to it when you people actors start promoting their films. They say all sorts of nice things about each other. I'm not saying majority of times we mean it. Sometimes maybe it's exaggerated, but this is luckily, thankfully, also one of those films where I really mean it. Like Vikrant has been such an incredible co-actor that I'm so happy for him, for all the love that he's been getting, and he's getting more. And all my blessings to you, Masiji. My blessing. My
Thank you,
account.
Yanni.
He was
Thank you.
so good. The entire took such good care. I've so much. I've like fainted also after one shot, and
Yeah.
I walk around to my entire team like cheer up and pepping, pepping me up, and I missed that time as much as it was hard. But I missed that time, and all thanks to my team.
Yeah,
And I
pampering
will also
Yami is
want to button,
such a pleasure.
I will
Yeah.
actually want to button and say, it was actually a very, very tough time for her, as she's spoken about it. She was, emotionally sort of, not there, mentally, physically. But one of the reasons why everybody was on their toes for her is because of the person that she is. She's such an incredible person, and और जब किसी अच्छे इंसान के साथ, जब कोई अच्छा इंसान थोड़ी तकलीफ से गुजरता है ना, तो मतलब पूरा मोहल्ला खड़ा हो जाता है. एंड दिस इज प्रूफ, कि आप कितने अच्छे इंसान हैं. शी वाज with her team. She was also at the same time feeling guilty, मतलब there were days when she would actually have tears in her eyes and she'd be like, मेरी वजह से आप लोगों को इतना कुछ करना पड़ रहा है. प्रोड्यूसर को सॉरी कह रही हैं, डायरेक्टर को सॉरी कह रही हैं, हम सबको सॉरी कह रही हैं. But bottom line today,
That's
when we look back at those days, for me, I can very proudly say they were the best shooting days of my life. I've been
Yeah.
shooting for like nearly 16 years of my career. I have never had so much fun on set, in spite of limitations, with the immediate co-actor, which is Yami ji, and it was so heartfelt. It was so wonderful to see everybody there for each other, looking after each other through thick and thin. And I think it zeroes down on the person that you are, the kind of person that she is. I think इनके लिए तो हम लोग तो मतलब हाथ काट के देने के लिए भी तैयार थे यार.
So sweet, Razvi. So sweet. अब अगली बार तैयार रहिए. तैयार रहिए.
अगली बार मैं ठाकुर का रोल प्ले करूंगा हाथ काट के.
Yeah, Yami, Sawan Mein Lag Gayi Aag must have been a massive hit when you were growing up in Chandigarh. Was it the go-to song at high school parties and socials? Talk to me about your memories of that song.
I was in 7th standard, I remember, when this song was launched. Not trying to say कि अरे मैं school में थी उस time. Factually speaking, school में ही थे. आप भी school में होंगे.
आप 7th में थे तो मैं I think 2nd में
It was just a rage. सेकंड में थे. अच्छा मेंटली मुझे पता है आप सेकंड में थे, बट फिजिकली आप बताइए.
दुखती रग पे हाथ मत छेड़ो. Don't get into. You said such nice things about Yami. Don't get into age now. Women and age is a problem.
सर ये तो हमारा चलता रहता है सर. अभी आपको दूसरा पहलू दिख रहा है.
It's non-stop. It's completely non-stop, and we have some crazy things always going on in the back of our mind. We'll come to that also. How hard, as much as it's been the easiest experience working with Vikrant, but at the same time has been so difficult also to work with him. Some portions, because we just can't stop laughing, looking at each other. And there's no joke. There's nothing he said to me, and I just can't look at him with a serious face. And I said, we've come to a point also where, like, okay, I'm looking at you, but I'm looking a little off. Now that's making him laugh. That you are literally looks like you are in your Kabil character. This is not Ginny. Look at me. It's crazy. But coming back to Sawan, it was a rage overnight. I remember suddenly our class boys are humming this song, and पार्टीज तो खैर मैं उस टाइम भी नहीं जाती थी, बट हाँ मतलब पार्टी बाहर जाने के लिए नहीं, बट घर पे जो बर्थडे पार्टीज होते थे, आई रिमेंबर इट यूज्ड टू प्ले एंड इट वाज अ हिट. इट वाज एन इंस्टेंट हिट, है ना?
Massive.
Yeah.
Vikrant, Ayesha Raza plays Yami's mom in the film. She's such a stellar actor. I've always felt that supporting cast doesn't get the kind of acclaim lead actors do in a lot of cases. So talk to me about Ayesha, how she really lifts the film and your interplay.
I've been fortunate that this is actually my second opportunity that I'm working with her. We collaborated on Dil Dhadakne Do. We spent like good three and a half months together while filming that film. And you're absolutely right. Unfortunately, but also fortunately, in the last 5 to 6 years, or maybe in the last 10 years, the public discourse with regards to supporting actors, because I come from there, and I started off playing supporting characters, and today, by the grace of God, and also through support, from people like you and a lot of other people who've been really kind enough, तो अब कहीं ना कहीं एक recognition मिल रही है, which is long due. There's still a long way to go. But yes, it completely boils down to the fact that today writers and directors are also realizing the importance of supporting cast members. How important they are. They're like your pillars. They sort of give you that strength and support to lay your foundation on. And she's one of the finest co-actors I've interacted with. Also, I'll tell you why. Is because her switch on, switch off is so appalling for me, because I can't do that. If I'm doing a particular scene, I walk out of my, van, trying to maintain my focus, because, obviously I'm not a trained actor. तो कहीं ना कहीं वो एक कोशिश रहती है कि you try to keep that headspace irrespective of what the requirement of the scene is. But her switch on switch off is so incredible. Like, say, just 10 seconds before we are about to roll, she's talking about something absolutely unrelated to the scene that we're doing. She could be talking about, तो पता है कुमुद और मैं गए थे, हम लोग पालक लेके आए थे और वो पालक इतनी अच्छी थी ना, मैं तेरे घर पे भी भिजाऊंगी वो पालक, और वो इतना बढ़िया कुमुद ने पता है पालक बनवाए थे. अच्छा, रेडी, एक्शन, एंड शी इज इनटू द सीन. एंड आई कीप आस्किंग her, हमने कैसे कर लेते हो ये? And she's such a warm person. She's an incredible actor. Yes, that's the only part most of the people get to see about her on screen, but she's such an incredible mother. She's such an incredible
Yeah.
friend to so many. And it's always lovely sharing screen with her, or even that space while you're filming with her. It's incredible. I'm really happy that we again got an opportunity to work together. Yeah.
So, Yami, you've been a Hrithik Roshan heroine, and that's as mainstream as it gets. And you've also worked with guys like Ayushmann when they were starting off, offbeat kind of guys who became mainstream. Now, what do you enjoy about both? Working with a Hrithik, Shahid Kapoor, Ajay Devgan, and then an Ayushmann or a Vikrant? Give me both sides. I mean, I'm sure there's bliss to both sides.
Have you asked them how do they feel working with me? Then I'll
Of course,
answer.
I've asked them. I always ask people about Yami Gautam. You know that. The first thing I did when you and Shahid came in for Batti Gul, I said, "How was it working with Yami?" In front of them, in front of you, I asked them. I asked Hrithik during Kabil. You were there.
I'm just kidding. I'm trying to actually align my thoughts. Um, I can talk about them, how different they are from each other, from their approach as actors. But for me,
Yeah,
I
that's
never approached any of these films as, okay, this is as mainstream as it gets. In fact, I've danced more in Guinea with Sunny than I danced in Kabil. Had no songs. So my approach is nothing to do. It won't change, or it won't be in any bracket that this is a very very mainstream film, or like Bala was a very concept driven film. So for me the approach doesn't change. I approach my approach gets defined and expressed as per my director, what he wants, my character. Okay, this is something which needs more spontaneity. Something like what happened in Bala or Kabil needs more prep, more technicality. Something that's a character which, I mean, even far. If I think of, I can't connect in some way or the other. I would need a lot of prep work. So my approach is nothing to do with the actors and even their approach, even the way they Vikrant style or Vicky, Ayushmann, Hrithik, Shahid, anyone they also I mean, there's a reason why all the names that you've took, apart from the fact that the films have also done tremendously well, there are also some really fine actors, some of the finest actors we have, and that's exactly because I don't think they demarcate they have any demarcation when it comes to work. And now those lines are bringing, actually. If you see what even Ritik's done in a Super 30, or for Vikrant, a Guinea Wet Sunny is, or the kind of work Ayushmann is doing, Vicky, everybody. They're just jumping from spaces. Nobody wants to be in any bracket or to be, कि अच्छा ये तो mainstream ही है. That's just probably now in a perception. True, once upon a time, but now I think things are massively and rapidly. I think they're evolving and changing, which is good.
yeah. So that's very well answered. Dancing with Badshah and Mika in the song, Vikrant, that set must have been buzzing with excitement. Take me through the shoot.
It it overall this entire set was a mad set, but it got crazier when we were shooting the song. And I, as a fan, I honestly am a Mika Badshah fan. I am. The way you were asking her, about Sawan Mein Lag Gayi Aag, back, I think, in uh, in our school days. तो मुझे याद है, it was the most famous Holi song. कि जब भी बिल्डिंग में होली हो रही होती ना, तो वो गाना पूरे दिन में कम से कम 50 बार बजता था. And for me to be sharing that screen space with Mika sir, even Badshah, and even Neha Kakkar, who's like, this massive musical icon today, the youth completely resonates with her. And it was incredible. The first time when we were on set, I remember Yami ji and I, obviously, we befriended each other. We'd spent like a lot of time together. But there were butterflies in my stomach when I realized कि okay, अब इनके साथ हम dance करने वाले हैं. And I had the most bizarre questions to my director and my team, or even Yami. Yami जी मैं ठीक लग रहा हूँ ना? मतलब मेरे बाल ठीक है ना? मतलब will I look good when I stand with them? मैं अच्छा लग रहा हूँ ना उनके साथ? अच्छा लगूंगा ना? तो मतलब वो एक एक कहीं ना कहीं एक वो जो एक butterflies जो थे हमारे मेरे मेरे सिस्टम में जो थे, I was like happily nervous. It was, I really don't know how to sort of at the lack of a better word, like I was like a kid maybe at that point in time. And when I saw them, when I saw Badshah come walk on the set and he came up to me and he spoke to me, oh, I've seen your work, I've seen, Mirzapur, I love your work. And, Mika sir come up on set and he's like, Arey, maine bhi tera Mirzapur dekha hai, I've seen your movies. It's such a wonderful feeling. It's, these are the little things that, I think every single person, they have these little dreams or little boxes they want to tick in their lives. मुझे इनके साथ काम करना है. या मुझे इनके साथ ये सारी चीजें करनी है. तो it was such a lovely experience on the set, and they're such seniors. They never made us feel, like कि अच्छा हम senior हैं और आप, अच्छा नए actors हो. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. They were so accommodating. They were so, warm and nice, and it was wonderful. And I think most of the people who've seen the songs, especially Savan, have actually, messaged or, commented saying, you guys are having so much of fun. सबके चेहरों पे इतनी खुशी है, इतना मजा आ रहा है. It's actually visible, and obviously कैमरे से कुछ छुप नहीं सकता. कैमरे में सब कुछ दिख जाता है. तो I'm really happy it shaped up the way it did.
Lovely. Listen, we've missed you so much since Bala and Uri. It's so wonderful to see you back at the movies, Yami. I want your character notes.
Thank you.
Is Ginny a chunt character who flirts with boys, or is she confused looking for love? The little bit that we can make out from the trailer.
I've heard this word after such a long time. Chunt. This chunt
Chunt.
chalak
Chandigarh word.
is like a Chandigarh word. Nice, Rishika. I think it's such a wow. You've taken me back to my conversation with my friends.
तो बड़ी चंट है.
चंट चला. नहीं, ये तो मस्त कर दिया आपने वो. No, I think she's not chunt. She's not chunt. She's smart. She's a very smart girl, but she is confused. Yeah, at the same time. वो होता है ना. Oh, it's sometimes you come across. I mean, you are as smart and intelligent, and you know what you want in life and all those things. But deep down, no, you are a very different person, perhaps from what you're perceived, or maybe the way you've always carried yourself, and you are confused for some of the most basic important things in life. So I think that's what's happening in her life.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys what's a skill you picked up in lockdown with Yami. I'm not going to ask her to do any yoga poses, but maybe you can get the recipe to make homemade kajal, your grandmom's recipe, ready. Vikrant, is there a skill you worked on in lockdown? Is there a skill you worked on in lockdown?
Actually fix
that
it.
you improved?
Let me first fix it before I endorse it. Yeah.
Vikrant, any skill in lockdown you worked on, bro?
So brooming.
और कितना स्किल
झाड़ू पोछा बर्तन पंखा साफ करना बाथरूम टॉयलेट धोना गाड़ी धोना आई एम एन एक्सपर्ट फियांसे की खिदमत में और मतलब खुद के लिए भी मतलब आई एम अ प्रो एट इट but on a serious note, I think I've picked up a couple of things, like maybe I can cook 2 new things, like I've learned मैंने
like,
दाल अब तक सिर्फ येलो दाल ही बनानी आती थी मुझे. मेरे को अभी दूसरी 2-3 किस्म की और दालें आ गई हैं. अब मेरे को मतलब बेसिक स्टीम राइस से आगे अब मैं पुलाव डाल के न्यूटेला डाल
देखो न्यूटेला नहीं न्यूट्रेला
न्यूट्रेला सॉरी न्यूट्रेला तो ये मतलब 2-4 चीजें एक्स्ट्रा मैंने सीख ली है अभी लाइफ में. I think sustain for some time, like एक स्टीम राइस बना सकता हूँ, न्यूट्रेला मटर डाल के भी कुछ बना सकता हूँ, फिर मैं जीरा राइस भी बना सकता हूँ. अब 2-4 चीजें मैंने और नहीं सीखी. But I have to actually plug this in here, guys. Yami ji is an incredible cook too.
Wow.
She is an incredible cook. इन्होंने
he's saying this for the first time.
इतना कड़ा प्रसाद, पता है इनके हाथ का कड़ा प्रसाद अगर कोई खाएगा ना, मैं सच कह रहा हूँ, मतलब वो किसी और पता नहीं, मुझे माफ करे लोग कहने के लिए, पर वो किसी गुरुद्वारे से कम नहीं है.
Oh wow, that is a compliment.
मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
How sweet, that is a compliment.
लंगर के खाने जैसा है. Wow,
लंगर के खाने जैसा स्वाद और बरकत है उसमें, बताया. और ये जब भी मतलब मान लीजिए कभी किसी कॉमन फ्रेंड के घर पे मिल लेते हैं, तो इनको बोला जाता है कि सुनो किचन उधर है, जाके बना के आओ.
Okay, my
और
time is
वो
my
Gutti
time is
Gutti
almost up.
also,
So
हाँ.
you've got to give me my kajal recipe, the homemade
Yeah.
grandmother kajal recipe before we say bye.
So sweet. You have a daughter now, Rishikesh.
Two of them now.
Two.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice! Congratulations. That's so sweet.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's my nani's homemade. So you want me to tell the recipe?
Yeah, yeah.
You want me to share the recipe?
Because
Yeah.
I was stunned
Okay,
seeing
so
I was stunned seeing your Instagram feed.
I'm wearing it right now. Yeah. Is it smudged?
Beautiful.
Is it okay? I don't know.
No, it's beautiful.
Asha, so
Bang on.
Asha, so basically just crush some badam. Okay. No need to peel it or anything. Just crush a whole badam, and just take those cotton swabs. Okay, open it a little bit. Just stuff it with that crushed almond. Okay, make that roly that cotton swab again. उसको जो हम बत्ती बोलते हैं, जो दिया बत्ती वो जो होता है, उसको करिए और
Wick.
दिया जलाइए. Wick, and with mustard oil, not with ghee, with mustard oil, and then you place it over, and you place a petal ka, preferably petal ka plate over it. Just have to obviously adjust, like I placed two दो glass मैंने रख दी, and just cover it with that petal ka plate, and that's it. It'll do its job, and then just burn, let it burn in mustard oil, and whatever that soot gets collected on that petal plate, scrape it out once it gets cooled down. Mix that powder with teeny weeny tiniest bit of desi ghee, and the texture has to be preferably little clayey, because if it gets slightly more moist, then it'll end up smudging a little bit, which you don't want. And so that's it. Yeah, it's ready. Once that clay texture is made, that's your kajal. Just stuff it in some petal. I prefer it like a petal small box, and then just apply it with a metal, that some, I don't know what's it called.
Surai,
We
क्या
call it
बोलते हैं
in
उसे?
Pahadi surunchu. Surunchu we call it.
Surunchu.
In
Surunchu.
surunchu
So
in
this is Nani
Pahadi,
or Dadi?
and
This
that's
is Nani
it.
or Dadi?
This is Nani. This is Nani. This is
Nani.
Nani.
Beautiful. Shiny, happy people. I can't wait to watch the film. Thank you for speaking to me. Thank you,
Thank you so
Yami.
much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Vikrant.
you.
Stay
Thank
safe,
you,
stay healthy.
Rishikesh. Always a
You
pleasure.
too.
Please
Please,
Bye.
give
love and
our love
regards
to
to
your
everyone.
daughters also.
Yes, please, please.
Thank you. Thank
Have
you, my dear.
fun. Give love and
Okay.
regards
Thank
to
you.
everyone home,
Thank
please.
you.